Hey guys, welcome back to the CallCast videos. In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to connect your podcast to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, all those kind of directories. I know you want to get your podcast up and in those places so people can listen to them. That's the whole point. So what you're going to do is open up this profile section. And in the profile section, there's a settings page for RSS channels. So what you're going to want to do is open that up. Now, when you first come to this page, you're not going to see this card called RSS feed link. That's going to be hidden until you fill out this channel name. So you're going to have to fill out essentially all this information, like your channel name. You're going to want to add your logo, your artwork. We will add some links in the FAQ section of some places you can create your own artwork for free. So you can give your podcast kind of, a branded look with your whatever kind of imagery you want to use. So you're going to want to add a photo. iTunes has strict requirements about the sizing of your artwork. So you're going to want to make sure that you have the artwork. I think it's 1400 by 1400. So you're going to add the iTunes author name, a summary, a subtitle, so a pithy little kind of phrase about what your show's all about. Your channel category, so iTunes already has all these different categories of which you have to pick from. So they have categories set up for you, so select the category. The email you use for iTunes, the type, is it episodic or is it serial? So is it explicit and show on iTunes? So you're going to want to save all that information. And once you save all that information, then there's actually another step you're going to want to take before you submit to iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher, right? What you're going to want to do before you submit it, and what you're going to submit is this RSS feed link that we've created for you. So the way iTunes works is that you create your podcasts and you also host them on a service like CallCast. We host all your audio, and iTunes and these other places, they just go looking for your audio on our service, and they connect, and so they don't actually store the audio files on their servers. All the files are stored on our server for you, and they just pull the information from us through the RSS feed. So before you do that, though, they require you to have at least created and published one podcast. Typically, what you want to do is set up your preview of what your show is going to be all about. So, you can introduce yourself, talk about what your show is going to be about, get people excited to hear your content. And the way in which you publish it, your show, which I haven't shown you yet, is you're going to edit your show, get it just right, and then you're going to come up to this little cloud. And right now it says RSS settings. I'm going to change that. That's a terrible name. It should say publish. So that's going to be changed to publish. And what you're going to do is click on publish there, and you're going to fill out all this information. So you're going to add your show's image. It could either be the same artwork over and over again for every show, or if you want to make the artwork unique to every show that you do, you should do that. So if you have a guest, maybe you're going to want to add the guest photo and the name of your podcast. And then you're going to give it a title. You're going to add information, your show notes and stuff about this specific episode. Who's the guest? Did you use any music or background sounds that you want to credit? What season is it? Episode type, episode number, all this information. You just fill all this in, and then you hit publish. And once you publish it, so you're going to save it and publish it, or you're going to save it. Once you publish it, it's published. Save is just there in case you want to fill out the information, but you're not ready to publish it yet. So once it's published, back on this card, it'll say published. And once that's published, then you, back in this RSS settings page, if you go ahead and connect your RSS feed to all these places, then these places like iTunes are going to start pulling the audio. Now, it might take some time for them to pull the audio. You know, I've seen people in forums, it's taken up to a week for them to get that first connection. But then once that happens, they publish a new audio. It can take, you know, anywhere for an hour to a few hours, but they will start showing up on iTunes. Now, this connecting your RSS feed link, you only need to do one time. So you're only going to connect it. You're only going to add, you know, copy your RSS feed link and add it to iTunes, Google, Stitcher, Spotify. You only have to do that once. Now, publishing your shows, you're going to have to do that each time. So every time you create new audio and you create a new show, you're going to want to edit it and then publish it and add the information, you know, the artwork or about the show notes, who the guest was and all that. You're going to want to publish it every time, and then the connection you've already made with iTunes is already established, and then your shows will just start showing up in iTunes, so you're good to go. Yeah, I will add more on this later, but that's you know, the quick briefing on how to connect to iTunes and publish your show right from this app. We try to make it all very simple for you. As you'll see when you go into this RSS feed, you can just hop right into iTunes by clicking this. We take you right to the right page. You're going to need an iTunes account already. So in the FAQ page, we'll put information on how to set up your iTunes account for the very first time if you don't already have an iTunes account. If you do have an iTunes account with your email, just log in, copy and paste. You know, you just hit copy link here, and then you just paste it right into that iTunes link that we set up for you. So it's as easy as that to get going. So yeah, let me know. But I'm very excited to see the CallCasters, you know, podcasts that are going to start coming out. So I look forward to it. Ping me with your show once you get going. And we'd love to listen and feature you guys. So that's it for now, and I will check in later.